this just happened. Hello. Well, this is kind of a later start to a vlog. I don't think I've actually started this late vlogging before. It is 10 to 3. So today is Saturday for us, and we started out really super slow because we stayed up really late last night. We were watching Miss Congeniality with Sandra Bullock. We haven't seen that movie in forever. And we're just playing games on our phones, and just time got away from us. We stayed up late and slept in this morning, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Justin was so sweet, and this morning he took care of the dishes in the dishwasher for me. Thank you, Justin.
You're welcome.
And Jason is out right now. He is washing his motorcycle. The bag is on the motorcycle for his air intake. He's protecting it so it doesn't get wet. Now he's gonna change it to soap, and he's gonna suds up the bike. He's blow drying it with the leaf blower, and it's working really great. All the water is just coming right off of it, drying up really quickly. Plus it helps that it's sitting in the sun. When we purchased this refrigerator, we specifically got it because it has an ice maker and a water dispenser on the outside of the freezer. Well, the ice maker just quit working, and we were like, okay. So Jason looked it over, did some stuff, couldn't get it working. We're like, oh. So we just started putting ice in the freezer in a bucket with a scoop in it, and we've just been getting our ice that way. One night we were sitting in the living room. Yeah, we heard it making ice, and I was like, what is that noise? And Jason and the boys were like, I think that's the ice maker. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Out of the blue, it just started working. Now we have ice. I don't know what's happening here. So this morning we got a delivery from Sam's Club, and it is our Era laundry detergent because we can't ever find it around here. So I need to break up this box and get it put in the garage. So on Instagram and on my community page of my channel, I asked you to ask me questions, and I would answer them throughout today's video. And I got a good response, so thank you all of you. So Kathleen and Janet both asked, how long have I lived in Texas and do I like it? We have lived in Texas for 7 years, and yes, we really like it. We moved here from Michigan with Jason's job, which he doesn't work at the job that we moved out here with anymore. He works at a completely different place now. But just the weather difference between Michigan and Texas, awesome. Very awesome. I mean, we get hot, it gets hot out here, but the winters, where we're in the northern part of Texas, and the winters, we still get snow in the winter, but when we get it, it's usually melted either by that evening or the next day. We never have to shovel anymore or snow blow. Oh man, there's a lot more sunshine out here. The only thing that I'm not crazy about with where we live is it's very, very, very windy almost all the time. In the winter, it makes it very cold, but we're grateful for it in the summer when it's warm. Cooper was not happy with Daddy being out. All right, what did you do?
I don't know.
Ooh.
But since I cleaned that bike up, it is so sharp, I cut myself on it.
Oh, you did not. You want a Band-Aid?
Nah.
First aid cream?
I'll rub some dirt on it, it'll be fine.
Oh my goodness. Because you're a big bad Harley man?
No.
He's the motorcycle guy.
Hey, I just thought about
Rough,
something.
tough, powder puff?
Yeah.
You're a powder puff.
I am not. But hey, I just thought of something. So I'm a motorcycle guy, not a Harley. I love my Harley, but I love my Kawasaki, and I like Tim's Honda. So we live in a neighborhood that all the streets are named after wines. I got a new neighborhood design.
Okay.
Named after motorcycles.
That'd be pretty cool.
Like Harley Highway and Kawasaki Avenue and
I think you're onto something
Buell
there.
Boulevard.
I love it.
Cool.
I love it. This is how Cooper lays in these chairs sometimes. He actually had his head over here, and he's laying here. Justin's leaning against the arm of the chair so that Cooper doesn't tip back and fall on the floor. It is like 3:30. Oh, Jason, the garage door is open too.
Yeah.
You want me to close it? No, you have your bike out here.
You can close it for now, thank you.
With your bike out here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's close it. But anyway, it's 3:30 and I'm hungry, not kinda, I'm really hungry. So I'm gonna get something just really light. I have these applesauces. I'm just gonna grab one of these for now. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be bringing down these summer decorations. I am so excited to be putting fall up, but I gotta show you. My sister Cassie found these cups. I don't have a Home Goods by me, so she does. So she found these cups. One says sunny days ahead, and then it has sunglasses. And then this one says walking on sunshine. I mean, look at the colors inside of them. And then it has flip-flops on the back of it. And of course they're by Ray Dunn. But she showed me hers and I was like, oh, I want those so bad. Please, 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 please will you send those to me? So she got them and she sent them to me. So they've been sitting right here on my coffee stand for the summer. I love them. Janet also asked, would I ever move to another state? Yes. We have talked about moving to, well, my sister Cassie lives in Tennessee, so we've talked about moving over to that side of the states, and we were talking, you know, maybe eventually Georgia, Tennessee, you know, over that way is where we would like to move. But for now, we are perfectly happy in Texas. I would have set out my fall decorations a lot sooner than this. But our weather was not cooperating. The heat would not leave, and our attic gets, you know, super warm. So when it's over 100 outside, the attic is gonna be way hotter. So the guys were not about to go up in the attic and I wasn't gonna ask them, but I wanted my fall stuff out so bad. And then as soon as it cooled off, I was like, hey guys, can you guys get my fall stuff out of the attic? And now the season's here and I'm just so excited about it. So I'm just placing everything on my table. I'm gonna put the red, white, and blue stuff is gonna be all piled together, and then I'm gonna put all the summer stuff, the lemons and bees and stuff will all be piled together. And then household like this, I might put this over on my bar because I'm sure I'll be using this still. This is my centerpiece on my table, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that apart. Bridget asked, have I traveled outside of the USA? The only place I've went just outside of the US was Canada. We had crossed the bridge and went, this was years ago when the boys were little, and we went just into Canada. We didn't go too far up, but that's the only place I've been outside of the USA. One day I would love to go on a cruise, or to Italy. Switzerland would be a dream of mine. I have a lot of dream vacations that I am hoping one day to be able to fulfill. Oh, isn't that just a beautiful sight? Look at all those colors. Looks like it's getting ready to rain. I have my front door open and I just remembered I always forget to pull off my wreath on the door. So I'm gonna do that right now and change it out into a fall wreath. But anyway, I was saying, it looks like it's getting ready to rain and Jason had his bike outside and he was like, oh, I better run out there and get the bike put in the garage. And I'm like, yeah, that would be terrible to spend all that time washing it up and making it shiny and then it rains. So Jason and Justin quickly ran to town. They had a few things that we need and I'm gonna keep working here and getting some of this stuff done. Plus, I'm gonna be starting dinner soon. I think this wreath is good for the transition from summer into true fall. The sun, it gets so hot beating on this door that anything that I put on the door pretty much wants to melt. Like the leaves just kind of start withering. You can see how sad they look from last year. So I try to replace my wreaths on my front door every couple of years, and I think it's time that I need to start looking and see what I can find for next year. I use this wreath on this window. I love the pop of orange and yellow. It is so fall, but not too fall. Christy asked, how did me and Jason meet? I was working in a town called West Branch in Michigan, and they had an outlet, like a mall outlet, and I was working at a store up there. Jason worked at a gas station in West Branch, and at that time they would pump the gas for the people that would buy the gas, and that's how I met Jason. I would go into the gas station and he would fill my car up with gas as I was headed to work, back and forth. And we just kind of got talking and it just went from there. Tonight's dinner is going to be canned potatoes. I'm thinking I need a vegetable, so I gotta figure that out. And rotisserie chicken. Jason and Justin are picking up rotisserie chicken while they're out. I usually like to keep Saturday meals really simple because we are either of two things: really busy or really lazy, and we don't feel like cooking. Shelly asked, what are my favorite things to eat? And Christy also asked, what is my favorite food of all time? This is tough. Now, when I was little, a hamburger or cheeseburger was one of my favorite foods of all time. That was actually my birthday dinner that I would ask for every year, was hamburgers. But as I've gotten older, my favorite foods are like Mexican, like nachos, Italian, like lasagna. I love tacos. Now I'm loving like the crock pot meals. And so I don't know if I have an absolute all-time favorite. There's just certain things that I crave, but I love Asian, Mexican, Italian, yeah, all of it. Oh, pizza. Oh my goodness, pizza's really good too. The seasonings I put in here: salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. I did put some onion in here. Pat of butter, if that. I have a can of, it says small peas. I think that will go good with this meal. I'm gonna grab a bowl really quickly. I'm just gonna put them in the microwave to heat them up. Ooh, these really are small peas. I think these are gonna be good. Justin doesn't like canned potatoes, so I just put some potatoes in my air fryer really quickly. I cut them into wedges and I seasoned them with the Kinder's wood-fired garlic seasoning from Sam's Club. This stuff is so, so good. Chrissy asked, what has been my favorite family vacation ever? Okay, when the boys were little, I homeschooled the boys, so we could pick up and go during the school year, which was amazing. Well, we ended up renting a cabin in the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, and that we still talk about to this day. It was one of our favorite family vacations of all time. Just being in the cabin. The cabin ended up having a hot tub, but the hot tub was too warm for us, so we shut the burner off so it didn't heat up. And so the boys, actually, they were small enough where it was almost like a little mini swimming pool for them, and they were playing in the hot tub on the deck. And we got to go to Graceland and we got to see that. So many different experiences on that trip, and we loved every single one of them. The cabin had mountains where we would look out the windows, and like it was just mountains all around it. It was amazing. It was a great vacation. These are the best rotisserie chickens. They are, what are they? $4.98 at Sam's Club. Can't beat it.
They were a lot smaller and they were $6.98. So we were
at Walmart is where that was?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So they end up just going over to Sam's Club and getting these ones. Now it's the cleanup of dinner. Oh, Justin, was there leftover potatoes in the air fryer too?
No, Tim took them.
Oh, sweet. Okay. We just have to wash up the air fryer then. Let me answer another one of your questions. Jason, this is one kind of that's for both of us, really.
What?
Question.
Okay.
Okay, this one's from Rhonda, and she asked, how old were we when we met? Babies. We were young. Yeah, 20.
You were 19?
Yeah. Yes. And then she asked, how long after we met did we get married?
A little over a year.
Yeah.
I think. Just over a year.
Yeah. Yep. We knew it was true love, didn't we, honey?
Yep, we sure did.
Yep. And now we've been together for
almost 30.
Yeah.
Well, been together 30, almost married almost 30.
Yeah. In April of 2023, it'll be 30 years. Oh, we should start planning something special.
Yeah.
Like extra special. Ooh. I want to go to Ireland, Switzerland.
Do we have passports?
Jason forgot to set the totes down out of the attic for me to be able to put my summer stuff and the red, white, and blue stuff into those totes. So he's climbing up in the attic for me really quickly, and the boys are helping him and they're grabbing the totes for me. So I am putting coffee on because it is 7 o'clock and me and Jason are both hitting tired, and I still have to put all these decorations out tonight. Jason's gonna be helping me, so I'm like, how about coffee? He goes, that sounds really super good. There, now that that is going, let's answer another question. Sharon asked, which do you find more stressful, baby years or adult years? Both have stressful moments, but I think the baby years are more stressful than the adult years for me, just because there's so much more to do. With the boys being grown, I don't have a full responsibility on me like I did when they were children and babies. Well, if we're talking driver's training, okay, that's a whole nother thing. The driver's training years, oh yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But having adult children and being friends with your adult children, I mean, there's nothing like it. Okay, one thing I struggle with when I am switching out my decor is I always have what I call house stuff, which is the normal house decorations. And I told Jason, I'm like, I need some bins when I'm going from season to season. I need the house stuff to be in its own bin, and then because I'll lose it. I seriously will lose it and forget what bin I put it in. So Jason went and got these 2 bins at Walmart, and I am so very grateful that he got them. So now I don't have an excuse. I can't lose my stuff anymore. All right, we're just finishing up. So Jason's starting to get totes and taking them out to the garage. But let me quickly show you just what I end up doing. I think we're pretty much done. There's not too much more I have to do. I do still have to get out fall candles, and there's another thing I'll show you. So this is the shelf above my coffee station, and that sign says fall is my favorite. And then I have the plate, pumpkin, autumn leaves, and pumpkins please. And then of course my happy pumpkin spice season. On the coffee station I have this bunny plate. This was from Pier 1 when they were still open. And then this says good morning pumpkin. I use this in the fall. And then a couple wooden pumpkins. Up above the cabinet in the living room, I have it's like football and it says fall. And then we love Michigan Wolverines, so we have a little gnome there. I switched out the wreath on the window to a cotton wreath, and then that stand right there, Jason's gonna get a helmet in his office, and he was like, you know what, a football helmet would look really good right there. And I was like, yeah, sounds good to me. I think it'll pull it all together. Let me show you the shelf by the laundry room. I filled a lantern with pumpkins and then little cotton fillers. I have the matching fox plate to the bunny that's over on the coffee station. This sign just says hello fall, and a cute little wooden pumpkin behind there. Don't mind the mess here, but this is my tiered tray. I put just some sprigs of flowers, some leaves, and filled it in with a few fall items. In the wall basket, I just put some extra items in there, just some wooden signs and pumpkins. Oh, I want to put something behind there. I gotta get another pumpkin because I took that white pumpkin and used it on the tiered tray. Hey, will you pour me some too? Sure. I have my cup right there. Thanks, honey, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Nancy and Sharon pretty much asked the same question, and it's what holiday is my favorite to decorate for? Christmas. I love it. I go all out, like crazy all out for Christmas. I love it. I want the house outside decorated, all of the inside decorated. I want, like, even we live in an open floor plan, and I want like trees in every single room. Don't I, honey? Yeah. It's crazy. I think we have, how many trees do we have?
We have 3 or 4.
3 or 4, yeah. Have I always decorated my home for the holiday or more since I moved to Texas? I have always decorated my home for every holiday. I love to decorate, but the holidays just really get me excited. And actually on Christmas Eve, here's something you may not know about me, I don't sleep good on Christmas Eve. And poor Jason, he's just like, he's so tired, and I'm like, are you still awake? And he's like, yes. I'm like, Santa's coming tonight. Santa's coming tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
By 4:30 we're up.
Yes. Yeah, I go through and I wake everybody up. I'm like, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, I'm usually the first one up. But no, I even decorated our home in Michigan, all of our homes. I decorated them for every single holiday season, and always in September, I start it. I go fall, and then October, full-fledged Halloween. The one year Tim dressed up for Halloween, and he had like a chainsaw without the chain and stuff on it, and he was revving it up by the trick-or-treaters, and they were screaming. It was crazy. Jason had like was it a strobe light?
Yeah,
going? And a fog machine going, and oh, it was crazy. The kids that we knew were too little, we didn't do that to at all, but the older kids, oh yeah, it was game on. But since we moved to Texas, we've been able to do that stuff outside now. In Michigan, it was always either raining, snowy, or just plain bitter cold, and we never did that. Plus the boys were smaller, so we would just take them trick-or-treating. But now that we're out here, the boys are older, we have better weather. It's way more crazier at Halloween. I am taking off my makeup and gonna get my pajamas on. But I figured I would continue with the questions while I am taking off my makeup. Nancy asked, what is my go-to quick meal? Ooh, when I'm in a hurry and I need something right now, tacos. I try to keep packets of taco seasoning in my pantry, but even if I don't, taco seasoning is so easy to put together that it takes seconds just dumping some seasonings together and making a delicious taco meal. Nancy and Okie Memories asked me the same questions. So they asked, do I watch any TV shows? Yes, I do. What are my favorite shows to watch? Okay, my number one favorite show to watch is Blue Bloods. If you haven't seen Blue Bloods, definitely look it up. It is a cop show, but there's so much more to it. It is so good. They've been on for years. And I also enjoy Better Call Saul. We haven't watched this new season yet, but we were letting everything pre-record so we can like binge watch all of it. Other than that, we like older shows like Big Bang Theory. We enjoy that. Malcolm in the Middle, we watch that. It's really hard in the summer because all the shows stop. So right about now, they're starting to come back, and I'm like, yes, finally, they're starting to come back, so we actually have TV shows to watch. But it'll be interesting to see what's coming out this fall, because I always look forward to the new fall shows. Okay, I have one more question, which works out perfectly for today's video. So this one's from Okie Memories. She asked, what are my favorite YouTubers that I follow? My first one, and I followed her for years, is Kimmy from She's in Her Apron, and she is a very dear friend of mine, and I'm grateful that I've gotten to know her, and hopefully one day we can meet up in person. I think that would be great. Another YouTuber I enjoy is Kim from The Wads, Haley from Home with Haley, Becky from Acre Homestead, and she also asks books I enjoy reading and genre. My favorite style of book is historical romance, but I also enjoy historical Christian books as well. I really, for a while, and still kind of go that way too, is those Amish books from Wanda Brunstetter. Those are really good. She's got a really good series. That's the quilting series. I got like every single one of those books and read them. They're so good. I was even requesting them for Christmas gifts. Other than that, I love to look at books like Audrey Hepburn, you know, like the coffee table style books. Cookbooks I like to look at. Lucille Ball, Elvis Presley. We have some of his books when we went to Graceland. I just enjoy looking through those kind of books. They have beautiful pictures, really good quotes from them. It's just really fun to just thumb through that. And cookbooks, I mean, those are always fun to go through. I just love to sit down. I get lost in a really good cookbook. Thank you so much for all of your questions. You guys are amazing. I have quite a few new subscribers, so hopefully this helped you get to know me a little better. Have you decorated for fall yet? Let me know. Here are 2 more vlog videos that will help you get to know me and my family a little better. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.